Hey, it's Tim, and today is October 5th, 2025, and I'm here in the beautiful Wilderness Mountains of Mount Laguna. Well, almost. We're gonna go up to Mount Laguna today. This is my place of respite, my place of peace and calm and nature and just being out of the city. I do all kinds of random things. Sometimes, remember the other day we went to the desert. Yesterday we were at the Oktoberfest. A couple days ago we were down at the beach checking out some different motels and hotels in the tiki place and the Polynesian and the fancy stuff. And today, it's mountain day. We're out here in the mountains. I love coming here. I come here all the time. We're gonna go up and check out, I'm gonna do like a little short tour of the town or the little village, we'll call it a village, of Mount Laguna, California. There's a little community there. There's some houses nestled in the hills and the woods. We're gonna go check out some of those, do a little tour. Then we're gonna go out and look at some of the nature. I'm gonna take you on a nature walk, if you will. It's not a hike. It's not a hike. If it was a hike, it'd be over on the other channel, which, by the way, if you're interested in hiking, backpacking, outdoors, camping, things like that, go over to my other channel. It's called Hey, It's Tim Trails, which I haven't addressed in a while, but Hey, It's Tim Trails. There's tons of hiking, backpacking gear, tents, long distance hiking, all kinds of cool stuff over there you can go take a look at. And I would appreciate it if you went over and looked at that too, if you like that sort of thing. But anyway, so we're gonna go to Mount Laguna a little further. I'm on the side of the road here, pulled over because this is a beautiful view, looking into this canyon down here, this valley over here. And I just wanted to invite you to come along. And so the question you need to ask yourself is this: you coming? We're there. Here we are. This is the right first building as you come into the community, the town of Mount Laguna, if you will, on this beautiful windy road through the forest. This is like really the only thickly forested area in all of like San Diego area that I know of that's really pretty. It has the cool climate, very mountainous, very forested, lots of places to hike, and it's just mountains. Beautiful. It's beautiful wilderness. But right here is the French American Pine House Cafe and Tavern, which is a really old building built like really early in the 1900s, and it's been added on to over the years. And it is a French American, because it's owned by French American people. It's a beautiful little cafe and tavern. So right outside the Pine House, right up the street. This is, now let's just say you're an avid hiker and backpacker, and you've heard of, or maybe just a regular person, whatever, and you've heard of the Pacific Crest Trail. This trail goes from Mexico to Canada. It's 2,600 and something miles. And this place right here is the first like in-town stop. So if you started hiking from the border in Mexico, which is about 50 miles away from here, and you've been hiking for about 3 days, roughly 3-4 days, and this is the first place you would come to for a good meal, a place to eat, a place to pick up some more supplies. There's a grocery store, a market, kind of not a grocery store. There's a little village town market down the street. There's also a motel, cabins you can stay in. This is the first like respite, if you will, if you're hiking the trail. Anyway, it's a really pretty little Pine House Cafe and Tavern. And right behind it, there's a tiny house block. So we're gonna go check that out too. There's a little, you know what a tiny house is? A lot of people just don't want to live in big giant houses anymore. They just don't need all that space. I am one of those people, but I do not live in such place. I just feel like it's a good idea. And people have built small, tiny houses. And what you do is you mount it on a trailer. You build a small house, enough for 1 or 2 people. You put it on a trailer, in most cases, and then you just park it somewhere, and you can stabilize it, and you can stay in these little communities like this for quite a long time. And if you need to pack up and move, you just pick up the wheel chocks and go. It's not a mobile home. It's usually much more. Well, we'll go look at it in a minute. But anyway, here's this beautiful building called the Pine House. People come in here and eat. It's a beautiful place to eat. And it's nice looking. It's very like a log cabin looking thing. Now I can kind of look and feel like I can see like this side of the building is newer, has newer logs and like newer construction, and then this side over here is a little bit older looking. And there's a bear in the front, and he says, "Welcome to the Pine House." Okay, right in the back of the Pine House is the tiny house, little tiny house village or tiny house block. It almost looks like a little campground or a neighborhood, and you've got all kinds of these little cool little structures that people build, and you live in them. It's really kind of cool, almost like a mountainous RV park. See, there's a couple right there, right there's one. This one's actually doesn't look like it's on a trailer. It's just a small house, and I'm not really sure how it works, but It's just called Welcome to Tiny House Block. Yeah, it's really cool. Look at this house here. I love this. I very much love this. We'll do a little walk through here and see. This is a little neighborhood in the forest. And you know what? These aren't really, like that one's a trailer you can see. But they're, woo! There's a doggy. Oh, and they've even got a little mini library thing right here where you can get, you know, take a book, leave a book. That's cool. I love it. And there's a little house there. A little house. I love these little houses. Let's just walk through a little bit here. Look at this cool little, this is a nice little one right here. See, it's not like a mobile home at all. It's not a mobile home. Somebody just build them. They're small. And some of them are really neat looking. And it does snow here. You get snow and you get rain. And you get cold weather and warm weather. There's an office. So it's almost like a camera. Look at this one. Look at this one right here. I love it. That's cool. We're walking through here. I didn't realize it was this big, actually. I thought it was a little tiny. And I love the different colors. Look at this one's blue. This one's orange. They don't look like stucco. Remember, I hate that. Stucco, square stucco buildings. And I bet, I'm kind of just guessing, but I bet that it's a wonderful community. Everybody kind of knows each other. The air is fresh. It smells like campfires. Oh, look at this one. I love this. This one's awesome looking. See, this one right here looks kind of like futuristic, and this one looks like a little cottage. Look at that. I love it. These are cool. This one's olive colored. You know, one thing I think I really like about the tiny house thing is you don't have to do any yard work. Now, just a hop, skip, and a jump down the street from the Pine House, there's another place here called the Mount Laguna. Well, it just says Mount Laguna, but Mount Laguna Goods and Gear. Mount Laguna. I rarely see this place open, and I think somewhere back in the forest back there, they've got some cabins that you can rent, and I think they used to sell like gear, like camping, backpacking gear, tents, boots, you know, that kind of stuff, backpacks. Things like that. And it's kind of, you know, this is all relatively new and it's in good shape, but I hardly ever see anybody here. This place, just again, a hop, skip, and a jump from the last place we were at, is called The Outpost by Valley Farms Restaurant, Saloon, Cabins, and it's under permit from the Cleveland National Forest. And it's a cool little, there's a little saloon, a little bar in there, and a place to eat, and all kinds of wonderful smelling bacon foods and breakfast, and very rustic and wooden looking inside. I've never been in there. And actually, I think it's recently opened. It hasn't been here very long. Very nice place to eat, stop. A lot of people will be, because this road, this highway is so nice to drive on, people will come up and do a drive, whether on their motorcycles or sports cars or whatever. You got the kids in the motorhome and the camper, and you just come up here and you can stop in here and get a nice place to eat, something to eat here at this place. And then right up the street right here is the Laguna Mountain Lodge and Grocier's Market, like a little village mountainous grocery store. We're gonna go check that out next. Now, the Laguna Mountain Lodge has these really cool, rustic looking old cabins that you can rent. They're in the back here behind the store. Very kind of a neat little lodge place, if you will. You can rent, pull up like a little motel. Each little cabin, you can pull your car up to it. There's one with, you know, like a longhouse with several different rooms in it. And you can rent a room and stay up here in the forest. It's a beautiful little spot to rent a room. I've never done it, but it's a pretty little spot. It's like a little hotel motel in the woods. Hey, it's the Laguna Mountain Lodge. Let's go check out the front and the store and stuff. All right, this is the Laguna Mountain Lodge and store, and we're gonna pop inside the little market here, the grocery store, and we'll take a look and see what they've got. It's a beautiful old timey kind of like, I don't know what you call it, forest grocery store with all kinds of camping gear and old vintage stuff. Let's go take a look. All right, look inside here. They've got all kinds of mountainous goods you can purchase. There's this weird goat thing attached to the wall. Here is Jimberly's cousin, his other cousin. They've also got tapestries. This is a castle. Look at this fireplace. It's all boarded up in this deer head. Now I'm going kind of fast. So look at these postcards. They've got books. that'll tell you all about the area. They've got lemons and limes for 80 cents and Milky Way candy bars and M&Ms right here on the counter. They've got shopping carts if you're buying a whole bunch of crap. They've got ice cream frozen. There's chips, all kinds of different chips for your flavors, and nuts and stuff on the wall. On the walls also, they've got these pictures of the history of the place and old pictures from the 1920s, 30s, 40s. Firewood for sale below this sign. Here's some more pictures and fresh frozen burritos and Hot Pockets. They've got books on the wall and maps. Firewood is here. They've got soda pops and cream soda right here and frappuccinos. They've got Coke and Sprite and Gatorade and ice and things in the freezer. And over here they've got Wonder Bread, classic Wonder Bread with tortillas. They've got some other bread and they got some graham crackers for making s'mores. And they got these styrofoam ice chests we used to have when I was a kid. Remember those? You need to break them. And then they got the Jiffy Pop for the fire. They got the Oreos. They got the Pringles. They got other stuff: chicken and a biscuit, wheat thins, Ritz crackers, Fiddle Faddle, Crunch and Munch, buttermilk pancakes. And they got pancake mix and trash bags. Look at all the food you can see and purchase here at the market. Syrups and stuff for your pancakes right there. They've got a wood ceiling with some drinks and stuff in the cold thing. And they've got this peak antifreeze and brake fluid for your car. Look at this bike thing with skis on it and a sled for the snow. Isn't this great? They've got an old timer man over there and they got snow shovels. Snow shovels for the snow shoveling. And I think this guy was carved out of one big log. Look at these pile of spatulas and they got these blue cups and all kinds of things for camping. And look at, they've got charcoal and briquettes and propane and the green bottle of propane. And over here's another man with a golden tooth. He's there. And then up here on the wall they've got the old percolators for your campfire, and I think those are those Centronella candles. And up top you'll see Folgers and U-Band coffee. You know, you can sprinkle that on just about anything. French fries, mashed potatoes. Now outside they got a post office over here, and it's closed right now, but it's a U.S. post office here in Mount Laguna, California. And it's unlawful to throw snowballs at vehicles or occupants. Don't do that. It's frowned upon. All right, now just a hop, skip, and a jump even further down the road is the Desert View picnic area, picnic grounds, picnic area, whatever you want to call it. And this is a great little picnic spot. There's all kinds of people in here sometimes on weekends having picnics. Who does that anymore? Who gets in the car with the family and goes out and, hey, let's go on a picnic? And you take your food and your belongings and your stuff, you know, like your picnic basket and your maybe a ball and a glove and some junk, and you just go out and you go out into the woods somewhere. You go somewhere and you have a picnic and just hang out there. You can come and just hang out all day. You're not camping, right? You're just gonna do the day. And there's sometimes in this one it's pretty crowded. And this one you have to like buy a little day pass for $5. I think it's $6 now to come here, but which kind of sucks, but so that's pretty cheap to come with your family. And there's a special thing about this one, and it's called the Desert View Picnic Area because of this. As we walk over here, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And you can already guess by the name. It's the Desert View Picnic Area. Now, the Laguna Mountains, if you're not familiar with the area, some of you are, some of you are not, is on the edge. Like the mountains are really tall, and then it drops drastically down into the desert right there, like literally right there. You could throw a bowling ball down into the desert from over here. I've always wanted to do that. And you can see almost Arizona from here. If you're looking way back in there, that furthest mountain range, right on the other side of that, I think is Arizona. Well, you know what? I take that back. It's close, but it's a little bit further than that. Because you can see, probably not you guys, but I can see the Salton Sea, if you've ever heard of that, out there. And it's just a beautiful change, massive change in weather and in, what do you call it? Like scenery. And, you know, you drop down, it's hot, it's dry. Up here, it's cool. You got the leaves changing on the trees, which looks beautiful up here. And down there, it's just the desert all the time. It never doesn't really change. It's always the desert. It gets colder, but so there's picnic tables all nestled in the trees and foliage here. Look at this. Look at the change. We're going to see more of this in a little bit on our nature hike, our nature walk. But we're going to see some leaves changing. It is October. It is one of the most beautiful times of year to come out to the wilderness, in the nature, and go for a walk. It's beautiful. All along the road here, this is the highway, by the way, right here. All along the highway, on this stretch of the area, oh, the sun's right there, is there's nestled in these little houses. All along, the sun is in a horrible spot. There, kind of. It's right there. Look at it. It's just nestled in the trees. I don't know if there's anybody there, but they probably don't like people trespassing and filming their cabin. But I just wanted to show it to you real quick. see it? There you go. That's a better view. Isn't that beautiful? Up there in the trees. I love it. I want to live here. Take a look at this, like Hansel and Gretel cottage. It's called the Rock House. It's called the Rock House here in the wilderness. And look at the sun shining around the tree. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? I love that. Look at that. All right, this is a house made of rocks. There's another little house right over there, kind of in the trees, right along the highway. These are beautiful. This one's made of rocks. I wonder how old it really is. There's cows in the bushes over here. They're not supposed to be over here. The good thing is there's a cattle crossing right here, but there's usually never any cattle over here. They're usually out in the meadows. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? You're supposed to be over there with your families. This is not where you're supposed to be. What are you doing? Beat it. Go on. Is that the way you came? Oh, sure, why not? Okay, go on. All right, let's begin our nature walk by going down here. We go through this gate. There's some cows. This whole area that I'm about to walk into is big meadows and lots of cattle grazing out here. And apparently there's another gate up here, and apparently some of the cows probably got through the gate. There's at least 2 cows up here in the bush. There's one right here. They're not supposed to be out here, I don't think. There's another one right here in front of me. 2 of them right here, eating off the trees. God, they're giant creatures. Hey, what are you doing? There's a whole bunch of cattle right here. What are you guys doing here? I don't think you're supposed to be over. There's one over there. There's one right here in the trees. Hey, what are you guys doing in here? I don't think you're supposed to be here. I know you're looking at me. You're eating all the berries off the trees. You're a ranch hand guy's going to be mad. You must have gotten through the gate. Yeah? I'm going to keep walking through here. Nope. Stay there. What are they doing out here? This is in my nature walk. There's cattle. Now, I'm a San Diego city boy. Hey. Hey, mama. You see me? Hey. Hi. I'm walking by. There you go. Go on. You're a magnificent creature. Stay there. I'm going to walk up the path. See, I think this gate was left open, and they came through here. There's usually no cows up here. On this pretty nature walk. They'll be down in the meadows. I just passed some people right there that said there was a bunch of cows in the meadow, which that's normal, but not down here in the bushes. I'm here in the wilderness nature, walking along this path. The sun is shining, the leaves are changing. I'm here in the nature, the wilderness. It's a beautiful nature trail into the forest. We're on this little kind of I call it like an approach trail that we have to park down by the road. If it's worth going to, you got to walk to it. You know, like you don't want to just park the car and get out and there it is. You got to earn it a little bit. And so where we're headed down this beautiful trail is going to be some giant meadows, some forest, and it's going to be nice. We're going to check it out. It's going to be great. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you came. Look at this tree, like reaching up out of these bushes. It looks like big, like haunted, scary arms because it's Halloween time. It looks like scary arms reaching out of the bushes to reach out and like grab you. There it is, the tree in the forest. Look at how pretty this is on the nature hike, in the nature trail. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna start seeing some leaves changing colors in the sunlight. They're gonna be glistening. Look at here. See, look. Here's some real evidence of fall approaching. The changing colors of these leaves. Oh! Look at this tree. Now I know it's dead, but it has a certain beauty to it still. Even though it's dead in the bushes, in the mountains. It has a creepy beauty to it. Yeah, as we walk under. We're walking under it. Going under this little green tunnel. Now, this place has everything as far as hiking and like walking around in nature, because you get, in the spring, it snows up here and it rains, and so in the spring you get all these beautiful flowers popping up, all kinds of different colors, shapes and sizes, and smells like fresh cut laundry. The most beautiful smells ever in the springtime. Now right now it's fall, right? And so you get the beautiful cooler weather. It's been hot up here, you get the cooler weather. Now look at this tree. Look at this tree, it's busted off up there. See, that was once there, it once was taller. And then if you look right here, there's the remains, the debris of the top part. So you can see nature in action. Well, evidence of nature in action right here, as this tree once was there. And now it's down here. Walking along this beautiful path. Beautiful path in the forest, in the wilderness. Come along and hike with me. It's fun to see the trees and the birds and the cows and the leaves and the trees. Did I say that? I think I said that. Hey, when I'm not talking, it's super quiet out here. It's nice and peaceful. All you hear is the footsteps of my shoes. It sounds like that. Shh. All right, now look, there's a tree that has fallen right here. This is the tippy top of it, or what once used to be the tippy top. And right now, it's laying on the ground, and it goes way down here. Let's see. Now its midsection is all tore out, probably by rot. And look at it, it goes way over here, and it used to be right here. And it looks like this one was cut, because it's nice and flat. You can tell it's been cut because it's flat, because it is. That's how you can tell. And there's a little pie-shaped piece right here that they left. This is a perfect example here of nature working, making Christmas trees. Here's one right here. And you can tell that December Christmas tree time is coming soon because of all these sprouting Christmas trees right here. Now these aren't your perfect Christmas trees. They're just in their early stages of Christmas tree creation. Some more tree foliage, not foliage, tree debris along the trail. Beautiful meadow out there. Ah! Take a look at this beautiful tree right here with this really like, I don't know what to call it, beautiful pine needles on here. They're like very fresh. They're like very green, very kind of soft and fun to touch. And they're kind of prickly on the top. This is nature. It's a tree. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful pine tree. A little different than the Christmas tree ones we saw back there. But you can play with it and touch it. It's part of nature. It's okay to touch the trees, guys. Touch the trees and feel like you're part of the wilderness. Look at the beautiful colors on this little bush right here. Nice and bright yellow, like a mustard color. Just growing right out of the ground. It's very natural, very natural. Have you ever heard the term golden hour? I think this is going to be it tonight. We're going to achieve and receive and observe the golden hour of nature. The sun's going down. The colors all kind of seem to turn a bronzy color. The browns, the goldens, the yellows, the birds, the weeds, the bushes, the dirt, all turn to a beautiful golden brown. Here in the wilderness. Oh, there's some cows ahead. I feel really blessed to be able to walk around up here freely and just walk around in the meadows and the trees and the forest. And it's just a beautiful space because you have, as we talked about this before, the cows come and eat the grasses. They poop in the grasses. It's like this circle of life. And they fertilize the grasses, creating more grasses for later, later life. The birds can come and eat. Nature and its cycle. Hey, you don't have to run. The cows are running. I think it's probably like time to go home. What do they call it when the cows come home? That cow's like booking it. He's like, oh, he just took off. Where are you going? I'm not chasing you. Like, oh, he's like bucking and stuff. Wow. All right. And they're kind of, I know that, sorry, I got way out of line here, way off track. There's at the other end of the meadows, there's some property back there. And the guy, whoever, family, whatever, owns that property has pasture, and they have some kind of contractual approval, whatever, to let their cows, graze out here in the meadows and stuff. And so at night, the cows all go that way. They head south. In the evenings, I've seen them many a time. The cows all go that way. So I have to assume they're heading back to home. Hey, and look, this is the human trail right here. And over here, I didn't even notice it, but this is cow trail. This is the cattle trail right here, if you can see it going through there. Because that's where he just went. He went running down there. He or she. Cow just went running through there. Yeah, so the cows go home. They say till the cows come home. That means it's the end of the day. I love getting out of the city and getting up here into nature. It's kind of like going home. It feels kind of like you're going home. Up here where it all started. Right here. Mount Laguna. No, just kidding. We're just going to walk a little bit further up here. I'm going to sit down and have a snack. You can see the sun going down behind that tree right there. And over there's a mountain, a hill slopage you can see off in the distance over there. So it'll be a little darker over here before it is at home. I'm east of my house, so it'll be darker here first. Lots of dead trees, lots of fallen trees in the forest. Lots of green grasses. Such a calming and relaxing place to come. And I have to try real hard sometimes to not film something or do something, to just sit down. I will find a place and sit down, just relax and listen to the quiet. Be present, be right here where I'm at, and not worry about anything else. It's very hard to do. It's very hard for me to do. I'm a go kind of person. You can tell by the different kinds of videos I make. I'm all over the place. But I do enjoy it. I enjoy seeing different things all the time and seeing different places. That's why I like different themes, like different themed buildings and different themed places. And sometimes things are just so boring. I like to come out here. I like to go to the beach. I like to go, those places. Different. What you do? I think I'm gonna sit right here on these logs. Have my snack. Have you ever been sitting on a log here out in the wilderness, in the nature, and you don't know where to set your water bottle because, you kind of don't want it to fall over and stuff? Well, I found a place for my water bottle right here. Look at that. There's a little knot hole in the tree. My water bottle fits right in there and it won't fall over. Nature provides. All right, I'm headed back to the car to where I parked. And I want to thank you for joining me today, for deciding to come along. The sun sets below this mountain. We're walking along the path through the meadows and through the beautiful alpine forested tundra that we're in. And you know what's interesting out here? I've never seen any deer. Lots of cows out here, but I've never seen any deer. There's a lot of deer a couple hills over, but not right here. It's kind of weird. But we're walking back, and what I wanted to tell you too is if you enjoy this kind of thing, the outdoors, the nature, I'm going to put a video right here for you to watch. It's another outdoor nature-y type video. The second option is you can go over to Hey It's Tim Trails, different YouTube channel that I have where I do lots of hiking and backpacking. You can go over and check that out. But anyway, thanks for being here today. I'll see you tomorrow.